Getting back to the issue of the tax collector's role as a constitutional officer, what are some of the things that you'd like to carry on? And if you are able to get elected to this role, what would you like to do? What are if you could expand upon the priorities that you've listed for this role, how you would like to see the vision for the tax collector?
Absolutely. You know, I listed my priorities, and one of my first priorities dealt with the budget and the review process. I'm very proud of participating in that process since 2001. Even prouder to say that during these difficult economic times, our office is a budget reduction of almost 34% since 2007-8 budget year. I don't know anyone else can say that. We made those hard and fast decisions by looking at some technology that would make things easier. In the future, we're going to continue to look at that technology. The other things, as a revenue collecting agency, I think we have an opportunity that we can do some other things to help the municipalities and county government as far as that collection process. There may be some additional opportunities out there, even with the clerk's office as far as helping individuals with traffic citations and making sure that we can collect all of that revenue and remit that to that particular entity at midnight or 12:01, because they're coming in our office anyway. So instead of sending someone somewhere else, it's important that we do that. Our budget is open, but we have focus very clearly on the budget for the taxpayers. And if there's a position that needs to be filled in the agency, that department knows that all those positions belongs to administration, so they don't have a set number of positions. And they have to come forth and provide justification to fill a position. And they put together their presentation. We look at the stats and determine the needs for that position to be filled. We took on addition driver's license. In addition to that, we started making revenue and driver's license about 1.2. We're about $6.6 million now in driver's license revenue, which is that opportunity as we speak about. If you're coming to our office anyway, why can't we provide you with the total service that you need?
Mm-hmm. And I've seen in your main office and different satellite offices, you have that one-stop service for a variety of services.
We have one-stop service in every one of our locations. The only thing we do not have in all 6 locations is opportunities to do road tests for driver's license because of the map process you need to do that road test. We do a road test in North Fort Myers and we do one in South Fort Myers. But everything else you can do within the office, and we do appointments and we do walk-ins.
Mm-hmm. Have you found, I'm sorry, please.
So, Larry, you've been in the tax collector's office through some difficult times. You came in, I'm sure you had to make difficult decisions. I kind of look at things, if you don't hear about an agency, they're doing their job.
Correct.
Not to take away from the importance of it, but it seems that it's running pretty smooth. What were the challenges when you walked in? How have you accomplished those, and do you see any challenges moving forward?
Yes, they're both. Coming into the position, you evaluate positions, and one of the things I was tasked with was to evaluate the leadership team. And Ms. Curtis gave me about 6 months to do that. And at the end of that 6-month period, we looked at who's performing, who's not performing, who has a good understanding of the role and the knowledge of what they're supposed to do. And as a result of that, there were some positions eliminated, as well as some people we did not carry on with the employment there. So that was one of the challenges moving forward. The ever challenge we have is technology and how we continue to transform our community to take advantage of the technology, because everyone do not need to walk into the office. The other thing I observed is that every person that came in had to take a seat, even if they was looking for a sticker to go on their automobile. So we looked at the banks, and when you walk in a bank, you stand in line, you cash your check, and you get out. We decided that was going to be a good way for us to start implementing some changes, so we came up with the Express line. So people that are there for just a simple transaction and running in on their lunch hour. They'll have a line to get in without taking a number. The number system is designed to deal with the more complex transaction and the skill base of the employees, because we have a very good numbering system. We can use that to train our employees. If someone needs more work on certain type of transaction, we can do that by that system, funneling those individuals there. You know, my other priority was talked about the outreach. And one of the things when we talk about outreach, we are getting more involved in the community because we have a lot of large employers coming in. So instead of them trying to get all these people down to our office, we can go to you and you set up a day and time that we can come on site. So we can renew your vehicle registration, we can handle all your title work, we can transfer your driver's license from New York City or Philadelphia to Florida. So those are the things as far as my number two when we talk about priority, is making sure that we're out there in the community and giving them a chance to come forward.
Much like a supervisor election, you can do
Absolutely.
Yeah, good move, good move.
And we call it Q flow. It's a modified table that the server uses as they do room service. Mm-hmm. And on these tables have all this equipment that we're able to plug in and go, cashier, and even FGCU, when they started their new license plate, we was able to go out on campus and register the students. Instead of having all of them come down to the office, we was able to go on site and issue the FGCU license plate. So we're looking for more of that outreach, and I think the economy is going to get better. I think we're going to see growth, and I think we'll be smarter in government instead of just sitting there to reach out to the community, engage them.
How has that 34% drop in revenue, how has that affected your office, or has it not affected?
Our numbers are up.
Mm-hmm.
Our transaction up, our training is better, our technology has improved, and we want to continue to improve upon that technology. You know, when you have a internet available and you can go on that internet site and pay your tax bill, and you can renew your license plate, those are all things that people walk into the office to do. So you can do that from the comfort of your own home. Our challenge in the future is, as this technology comes, we have to continue to look at our workforce. And that's the challenge in the future, is to continue to look at your workforce, how you're doing with that workforce, and the opportunities, as I mentioned before, of taking on additional responsibilities and collecting additional revenue and saving another municipality or someone from doing that.